So, I'm making this video because the countryhumans fandom has been getting a lot of hate lately, and yes, I do see why, especially for a person who's just seen some things on the side, or has not really been in the fandom. So first, we're going to talk about what it basically is. As far as I can tell, countryhumans originated from a fandom called Poland Ball, or sometimes Country Balls, which I believe started off on a site similar to eggy.io, where you can basically send a link to your friends and then you can draw together on the same sheet. Most people in this fandom either spoke English or Russian, and it's still the same for countryhumans. Basically, what happened in the fandom is people would draw jokes or comics about country stereotypes in history. Then, recently, people started drawing them with bodies and more accessories, and started drawing them in animation memes, etc. And most relationships, like brothers or parents, have to do with who founded the country, or who were their allies at the time. Then, like in most other fandom that exists, it started getting NSFW art and ships that make absolutely no sense. Hence, people outside of the fandom started seeing this, and they think that's what the fandom's about or something similar. And yes, I agree, this is a little messed up, but remember, there's stuff like this everywhere. Another thing I'd like to mention is people saying members of the fandom are Nazi enthusiasts or even neo-Nazis, which I've heard a few times from people, which is not true at all. But I wouldn't like to really get into this, since it is a sensitive topic for some people and there's a lot of different opinions on it. I'm just going to say that I don't know anybody in the fandom who is actually one of those. Another point people have tried to make before is that people are not thinking about what they're doing or having no thought put into what the memes are, but I disagree with that too. As I briefly mentioned before, what's mostly happening is based on history, and mostly World War II. Also, I've noticed numerable times, when people are making rants, they are being a little hypocritical, or don't really know what they're talking about, didn't even do research in the fandom. Or much less what the countries are really like. But today my last point is going to be about something someone made called Polandhue, which I think is a really cool idea, and I think the characters are cute. And I think it might get better if people start using them. I don't know. So, beyond that, I don't really know what to add. I guess I'll finish this off by saying the fandom is split. Maybe 5 out of 6 of the fandom is made up of good people who really mean no harm, and the remaining 1/6 of the people are just a bit questionable. I do not really know. If this gets much attention, I may make a follow-up video, and if people make a lot of points to me, or disagree, or maybe want more information, or something, etc. I also fear this may get a lot of hate, but I don't care at this point, so let's see what happens. Bye! Hope you have a good day.